Hey guys, it's Emily. Welcome back. If you just saw my first part of this video, then you know what's happening. I am doing a major declutter in my collection. I have switched this channel from a beauty channel to a lifestyle channel, and I no longer work at Sephora. I just don't have a need for all this makeup. I wear the same things every single day, so I've been really cutthroat, and I just want to let you know, just because I'm decluttering it doesn't mean it's bad quality. It doesn't mean I don't recommend it. It's more just if I use it or if I don't use it. And so that's what I'm doing today. This is part 2, which I'm starting off with eyeshadow palettes, so this is very exciting. And then I will be doing lips, and then we'll see if there's enough time, but I do want to do like perfume and nail polish. Also, as a disclaimer, I do have Oliver here in this room, and he is just loud. It's my kitten. He is just playing a lot, so if you hear like thudding and such, that's what's happening. But we will just get into my eyeshadow palettes, and if you missed part 1, I'll leave it down below. Also, before we get into this, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, stick around, all that jazz. Let's just get started. Like the rest of this declutter, I do want to cut this in half, so let me see how many palettes I have so I know the number I want to get to. So I have 17 plus 2 little duos right here. So let's start with the Sweet Peach palette. I said in my last declutter, if I wasn't panning it, then I would declutter it, and that's still true. So I'm not panning it anymore. I'm getting rid of it. It's one I did not purchase. I just don't reach for half the shades, and I'm getting rid of it. So this one's gonna go. So if you had watched my video about what I used when I was traveling, then I had mentioned that I took these out of my original declutter bin from my last declutter because I thought maybe I'll get some more use out of it if I'm traveling, and I didn't. So both of these are gonna go. We have 100% Pure Pretty Naked, and then Viseart's Sultry Muse palette. My singles. I could count, again, on one hand how many times I've used this. I've had it for years. I just don't use it. I'm never going to fill it. This is going. For Sephora collection, we have the Editor's palette, which is really fun. So much color. I don't use it. So this is going to go. So my Sephora Pro one in Cool, I always keep it because I'm like, well, if I do a cool look that day, I'll have something to use. I've used this a total of like 10 times since I've owned it, so this is gonna go. The Zulu palette from Juvia's Place. It's fun. It is so fun. Again, I don't use it. It's new, so hopefully I can find it a really good home. I also have this one, the Masquerade by Juvia's Place. Again, I just don't use it. My Jaclyn Hill palette, I am torn with, so I'm gonna think about that for a minute. My Too Faced Naturalized, I'm definitely keeping. I use this one all the time. This is like my vibe, so I'm keeping this one. This is from Flower Beauty. I don't like them, so this is gonna go. Milani's Bold Obsessions, I have been using a ton recently, you can tell. I'm really excited to use this one during the fall, so this is going to stay. This Milani one, though, is all mattes, and I feel like, oh, it's a good companion palette, but I know myself, and I prefer a palette that just has everything already and not have to have a separate palette with it, so this is going to go. These two julep things, I use one way more than the other. So I am going to keep this one, which is 5th Avenue and Broadway. Such good eyeshadows. I don't need both, though, because I rarely pick this one up because I have these colors in like every palette I own. So this is going to go. This Dream Street one from ColourPop. I haven't used a ton. I'm going to think about this one, too. This one from Bad Habit is really, really fun. I really recommend this one. Again, it's similar to Subculture or Prism. I think it's Prism from Anastasia. They are really fun. Again, I just don't wear them. I don't have a need to wear these type of looks, so this is gonna go. These two from Anastasia, I am gonna keep both. We have Soft Glam, which is nice neutrals. Norvina, which is really fun and has lots of pinks. So let me just look at the ones that I'm keeping. So I'm just going through and seeing if I really need all of these. Too Faced is a must. I love traveling with that one. You can't see it, but I am gonna keep it. It's right here. I also look at the Milani one. This is just stunning, absolutely a must. I'm definitely keeping my julep one. I travel with this one all the time. Definitely keeping Anastasia, this one here. This is Soft Glam. I like this one because it has some pops of color, so if I do want a more colorful look, I have that option. And then out of these two, I have julep. So I have ColourPop Dream Street, and then I have Jaclyn Hill. And I think I am going to keep Jaclyn Hill just because if I want some pops of color, I have them down here, but it also mixes well with every other palette that I have, and I will use this one more than this one, so this is what's going to go. So this is what I'm keeping for my palettes. I have 5 palettes and 1 duo, which is crazy because it was, what, 17 palettes and 2 duos, so this is amazing. And when I look at them, I'm like, I want to put all of these on my eyes. I'm excited to play with them. I'm excited to do looks, but they're also ones I could easily pick any of these to travel with, and I would have everything that I would need. And I know travel isn't what a lot of people think about, but I do travel a lot, so I do think about it, and it makes me want to use them more. So I'm very happy with this outcome. And this is the stack of stuff I'm getting rid of, which feels amazing. A little sad because I'm looking at it and being like, oh my gosh, this is so much money. But if I'm not getting use out of them, then they're just sitting here getting old and getting bad, and someone else could love them. So if they're ones that are still in good condition, I'll give them away or donate them. But if they're ones that have been super used, like the Sweet Peach one, I am going to have to get rid of it, unfortunately. So I feel so good. So here's the rest of my eye stuff. It's just some brows, some primer, some like cream things. I have, all these are like creams, some liners and mascara, and then some eyelash glue. And I'm just going to put them all here so you can see. And there are some parts of my makeup routine that I do every single day, even if I don't do anything else. One is it mascara. I do go through mascara, so I'm not seeing me getting rid of too many of these. And I always do my brows, so I don't know how much of the brow stuff I'm going to get rid of. But let's just go through this. I don't use fake eyelashes, so I don't need the glue. This is gonna go. Out of these eyeshadow primers, the only one I ever use is this Ilia one, so the NYX and the Too Faced I'm gonna get rid of. They all work really well. I just really like the tackiness of this one, and it actually keeps my stuff on longer. So this one I'm gonna keep, these two I'm gonna get rid of. So for brows, I have the Anastasia Brow Wiz that I got during the 21 Days of Beauty, but I use all the time. So I get the shade Caramel, definitely keeping both of those. I really love the Make Me Brow from Essence. I love their brow pomade and a pencil. This is fantastic. Love this. I will get rid of these two though. We have Benefit Goof Proof, which is just, I just prefer a skinny pencil versus something that's like a definer. So this is gonna go. And then this is like getting really nasty. It's a clear brow gel, but I don't like that I can see it inside. It works really well. I just don't use it, so this is gonna go. For liners, I do only have 3. I have a liquid, a kind of gel type pencil, and then a brown one. The brown one I'll get rid of, but I do like having some liner, and I am gonna keep both. They're just different, so I'm gonna keep both, get rid of one. For all these cream products, I don't use them all that often. The 2 ColourPop ones are old and are drying up, so these are gonna go. Out of these 2, I prefer the, I don't need either. I don't know why I'm trying to justify keeping them, so I don't use them, so those are gonna go. And then I have these things from Julep, and this gray one I don't use at all, so this is gonna go. And then I have this one in like a champagne color, but it's not like bold enough, so I'm just gonna get rid of all of these cream things. I don't use them. And then for mascara stuff, let's see. I do really like this Physicians Formula one. I love the Smashbox Full Exposure. I like the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior. This Tarte one can go. This NYX thing is like something that makes things waterproof, but I normally just use a waterproof. Hi. You can't have this, okay? I'm sorry. This is really cool that makes any mascara that you have waterproof. I just don't use it. And then I have a small one of the Too Faced Better Than Sex. And mascara, again, is something I go through, so I am still getting rid of 2. And I'm going to keep these 4. So out of that whole pile, this is what I'm keeping. I'm sorry for like the weird angle, but I have 4 mascaras. Again, mascara I go through. I have 1 eyeshadow primer, 2 liners, 1 liquid, 1 pencil, and then my brow stuff. So this feels so good. Alright, now let's get into lips. Again, I want to be cutthroat. I only want to keep like, I'm going to say 15 at the very max. Right now I have a shit ton. And I do have 1 lip balm and 1 lip gloss in my purse that I use all the time. So I'm gonna count those 2, I guess. So yeah, I want to get this down to 13. let's just get started. So I'm just gonna keep it all together and just go through it, and I'll tell you the ones that I'm gonna keep at the very end. So this is gonna go a little bit faster. So I went through it once. I dwindled out the ones I know for sure I'm not going to keep, which is this pile over here. I'll show you that in a minute. So when I fell in love with lip gloss, I got a ton of different brands and such, and I'm realizing now that was a bad move because a lot of them are getting discolored in this room. A lot of them are not performing well or look a little off or look like they're separating, so don't do that. Go through your lip glosses because they expire really quickly, especially if they're in light. I think it would have been a different story if I stored them in a drawer, but since I stored them up on top of my drawers, since I stored them on top of my bureau, they all just got funky. So I'm just gonna go through these again. Again, I'm gonna get it down to 13. I did it, guys. It was hard. There was a lot of swatching, and I narrowed it down, and when I look at them, I'm like, these are all my favorite. These are ones I use all the time, excited to use. I'm glad they're not hidden in my collection. And I was really cutthroat of shades. I really wanted to wear shades that I wear, not have too many duplicates, and I was able to do it. So again, I have 2 products downstairs. I have just a SPF lip balm, and then I have 1 lip gloss from Buxom. And then this is what I am keeping. So we have 1 lip liner from Red Apple Lipstick in Natural, my Connie lip balm, which is just a light shade of pink. I love this. 100% pure in Cactus Bloom, which is an orange. Audrey, which is a rose color. We have Berry More, which is one that is really good for fall. I have Julep's Primrose. Catrice is a brighter pink, which is this shade here, like a very hot pink. We have 2 from Flower Beauty. 1 is a peachy color, 1 is red. I have 4 lip glosses, all relatively different shades. So I actually have 30 here, so I'm only keeping a third of what I originally had. That is crazy. So side by side, it looks bonkers. This is what I'm keeping. This is everything I'm getting rid of for lips. And then just to wrap this video up, I am going to just do quickly nail polish. I don't have too much, and then I'll also do fragrance. I'm just gonna quickly do it and show you what I get rid of. And I will also give you a final what my vanity looks like. If you want to see the before, I'll also put that as well so you can see the drastic change. I hope it's drastic. It feels drastic. So I'm looking at my declutter pile, and it is massive, and you'll see that as well. So, nail polish. I have a very distinct brands, Kale Polish, Pacifica, and 100% Pure. I don't have too many. In the beginning of my YouTube days, I had well over 200 nail polishes, so this feels crazy as it is. But I do know I wear a lot of pink, and so we'll just get into this. I just have 2 treatment type things. I'm not going to use this Lauren B one because my nail polish remover actually does my cuticle stuff, so I don't need this. I also don't use the quick dry drops. I feel like that changes my manicure, so that's gonna go. I have, let's see, Pacifica. We have Candy Baby, which is a brighter pink. And I'm not going to use this Pacifica one, which is like an Eternal Flame. It just, I don't like it, so that one's going to go. Just shade-wise, I'm not going to use it. I like this Kale Polish on my toes. This is in the shade Mia, so I will keep that one. This one is in Miss Honey, which I really adore. It's just a nice natural one. I don't really use this one in Magic City. It's a fun red, I just don't use it. This one is really fun as well. This is Celia. How many pinks do I need though? I don't need this one. This one from 100% Pure is a nice berry red color. I like that one. I like this one, but I don't use it all the time. This is Velveteen. I will keep it for now. And then this is only one that's like crazy color, and it's so much fun, and I like wearing this one on my toes as well. So I am getting rid of this pile here. So I'm getting rid of 3 polishes, 2 other things, and I am keeping a little bit. I'm keeping 6, so that feels amazing as well. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of the 100% pure ones. They are a fantastic formula. They are so good. But I'm like looking at them and I don't remember the last time I used them. I always reach for like other colors instead. So I'm keeping 4, getting rid of 4. I do want to say I want to get a light pink color, just like a natural one, but something that's a little bit more sheer than this one. So I feel amazing about this. So let's go into fragrance. All right, so it looks like I have a ton, but these ones here are like filled with other things. So I'm just gonna have to smell them, and I'll let you know the ones that I keep in just a second. So first off, these 2 here are Dave's. They're just little travel sizes of his full sizes. So I'm gonna keep that for him. And then this has some old perfumes that I'll use up, but I like to keep these for travel as well. And then here is the side-by-side. This side here is the things that I'm getting rid of, and this is what I'm keeping. And this one's almost empty. This is from Nest, and we'll just go through it. So Atelier, it's absolutely beautiful, but they're not cruelty free, and I'm just done with it. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. These ones, when I smelt them, I was like, oh my gosh, these all smell amazing, and I just didn't have the same love for these ones. So that's where it is. I have things from Good Chemistry, which is a brand that I love. So we have one that's Gardenia Palm, Queen Bee, Pacifica's Malibu Lemon. Oh, so fresh and clean. I also love this Nest Midnight. It's a little sweeter than I normally go for, but it smells amazing. And then I have Nest Indigo, which I really do want to get a full size of this one. So I am keeping 5 and getting rid of all this stuff. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is the after. I did end up getting rid of the plastic thing that was on top because it was just a clutter collector. It never stayed organized and it was always dirty no matter how much I cleaned it. So that went. So over here I have the 4 remaining nail polishes, and I do have 1 space to get that light pink shade that I mentioned. And then over here we just have my natural face palette because I do want to use it more so it's out and about, but it's also pretty. And then I have my lip balm and the fragrance that I want to use before summer is over. And then I have my brushes, and I did declutter my brushes off camera. I'll show you the little pile in just a second. And then all of my makeup fits in 1 drawer. And I know it's definitely not like a minimalist collection, but guys, this is so much less. I can see everything. And if you look at it, you're like, hey Emily, what happened to the Jaclyn Hill palette? I decided to get rid of it because I don't feel inspired when I look at it, and also it didn't fit in here. So it was just like a sign that I don't need that palette. It's too big and I won't use it. So over here we have the few palettes. Hi, you can see me in there. The few palettes that I kept, the fragrances that are remaining, and here I have complexion stuff, and again you can see everything and I can easily just pick up what I need. I have brow products over here. My lip stuff, I can't see everything, but there's so little that it won't take me long to find the color I need. And then here is mascara. I want to not buy any mascara currently and just use the ones that I have until they're done, and then we'll see what I get afterwards. But in the future, I only want to have like 1 mascara at a time. I want to go through my lipsticks and then really just be cutthroat of anything I introduce to this collection. I really want to focus on just using what I have right now, and I'm going on a no-buy for the foreseeable future because 1, cosmetics have a lot of plastic in them, and 2, I don't need a huge collection anymore. So this feels absolutely amazing. It's so freeing and it just, oh, so good. And this is the get rid of pile. It's humongous. You can see the containers that I'm getting rid of. This is the brushes that I'm getting rid of. This is ridiculous. I feel amazing, and oh my gosh, all these products are going to find a new home, or things that are old and it's going to have to throw away, unfortunately. But however, this feels so good, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you missed part 1, I'll leave it down below. I'm going to be tackling my skincare next because that's just getting out of hand, so hopefully I can be just as cut through as I was with my makeup. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.